semester exchange abroad and study away. According to statistics, 300 students traveled to 13 countries with professors this summer. Here's Professor John Smith with more.
The reason study abroad is so important for students is to put themselves in somebody else's shoes and to experience life a different way and gain other perspectives that will be rich for the rest of their lives.
Southern Utah University hosted a special concert celebrating America's 250th anniversary. The event brought together hundreds of students and community members for an evening filled with music and patriotic spirit. Titled A Celebration of Our Nation's Birth, the concert was held at the America First Event Center. More than 700 student musicians from 5 Iron County schools united their choirs, bands, and orchestras to perform music honoring America's history and heritage. A suggested $5 donation helped support the event, which celebrated community pride and the nation's 250th birthday. For more information about future America 250 events, visit cedarcity.com/America250.
Tucson Amphitheater has finished its season for the winter. Here's Jake Palmer with more.
Tucson Amphitheater in Ivins, Utah just wrapped up its 2025 summer Broadway season with Wizard of Oz, Little Mermaid, and Newsies this past weekend. The play started earlier this year in May and wrapped up October 25th. Tucson is well known for their cast diversity and bringing the best stories in the world to life.
I had the opportunity to do wigs and wig prep for the cast of Cinderella. I was excited because I also got to be a company manager for the first year that they did Les Mis. And then flash forward to now when I had a daughter that auditioned this year for The Wizard of Oz, and she got to be a Munchkin. So the impact for me obviously is my lifetime, but it's kind of fun to see that it's being passed on to my daughter.
In its 30 years, Tucson has had many different people show their talents on and off stage, and now it's time for another generation.
My favorite part about being an actress was all the people that I got to meet, because all the people, they were so nice and so including, and it was so fun to meet all their interests and everything about them.
The so-called Broadway of the Desert has announced its shows for next year. Finding Nemo and Les Miserables will start May 2026, with Grease following that July.
I know Tucson has a huge presence in St. George and in Utah, and quite frankly, it's becoming nationwide. I love that I've kind of got to be behind the scenes for the last 30 years and watch, the next generation enjoy it and discover the arts and the joy that it is to be the storyteller.
For SUTV News, I'm Jake Palmer.
Honestly, it's so amazing to me just how many opportunities there are to catch a live performance in Southern Utah.
Me too. Tucson is really one of the best too. I have one of my brothers works there, and so I get to kind of see the behind the scenes and how much work goes into those shows, and it's really awesome.
Nice. What's a favorite show that you've seen recently?
Oh, well, this season my favorite show was definitely Newsies. I had a really great time seeing that one. I'm a big fan.
Such an amazing performance in general too. And I feel like Cedar City is such a great place to catch a show also with Shakespeare and everything else going on.
Yeah, well, and just the student theater as well. There's lots of opportunities to catch some art here in Cedar City. We're going to take a quick break.
After this, weather.
Oh, hey, bud.
Oh.
Where are you headed?
Just gonna hang out.
It's a school night. With Gary and Todd?
Yeah.
Not sure about those two. I've been meaning to ask you. This is tougher than I thought. Is there any drinking going on in this crowd?
No.
I hope not, because alcohol can lead you to say things and do things that you really wish you hadn't. Isn't this what you're supposed to say?
I know.
So if any of your buddies ever pressure you to take a drink, just tell them you promised your dad you wouldn't. I'd do anything to keep you safe.
Okay, I will.
I hope this is working.
I promise. Love you too, Dad.
They really do hear you.
Ryan.
Yeah?
So start the conversation even before they're teenagers.
Good idea.
For tips on what to say, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. A message from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration.
Hi, I'm Brooklyn Beard. Welcome to SUTV's weather segment. Let's take a quick look at the forecast, shall we? As you can see, today is going to be a little bit cloudy and in those high 50s, but as we get on into the rest of the week, we're going to be warming up even into the low 70s. Unfortunately, it'll probably be the last that we see this year as we are nearing November. But if you've got weekend plans, make them outside and enjoy that sunshine while you can. Also, having a look at our radar, as you can see, it's going to be clear for the rest of the week, just like the forecast said. It don't lie. So, get outside this weekend. It might be your last chance. Although there is no rain on the forecast, we do have rain in our hearts. Here is today's beautiful Raining Men feature, Cristo Fernandez, who is known for his role in the TV show Ted Lasso and his soccer abilities, and also the Old Spice commercial that's been out recently. He's beautiful, and we want to appreciate him for that. The Frontier Homestead is having another haunted cemetery tour this week. It will be on Thursday. That's the guided tour, and it's going to be covering all the different headstones of veterans and those who have been in the military. They have self-guided tours all week. I guess this is the end of the month. All week long, but Thursday is going to be that guided tour at 6 p.m., so make sure to check it out. And today is Wild Foods Day. So our wild food that we're featuring today is grasshoppers. In Mexico, they're called chapulines. And yeah, that's me. I ate some chapulines one day. They're actually pretty good. Those ones were like fried and covered in hot sauce and stuff. I wouldn't recommend just picking them out of the ground. But if you get them prepared right, they're pretty dang good. And we would finally like to give a happy birthday to Erasmus, who was a Dutch humorist and theologian back in the 14th century. He was one of the most famous authors of his time. Thank you so much for having joined me today on SUTV Weather. Once again, my name is Brooklyn Beard. Any questions, comments, concerns, complaints, please contact me at arts@sunews.net. Hello again.
Well, hello.
We keep meeting here.
I know, something about it.
Have you guys ever had grasshoppers?
No.
I was just about to ask about that because I have also not had them. I've had escargot, so I've had snails.
Okay.
But I'm on board with what you're saying with like, they gotta be covered in something else. I'm not just gonna take one out of the ground, I need it covered in butter.
Yeah, it's kind of like a potato chip. It's nice and crunchy.
It nice and good.
You get legs in your teeth though.
We're gonna take a small break.
Sports is up next. In local sports news, the SUU football team continued their win streak this past Saturday. Their game against Utah Tech resulted in the T-Birds coming out with 4 times the Bison's total points at 28. Women's golf is currently out competing in the Clash at Boulder Creek Club. The event ends later today. Both men's and women's cross country will head out to the Western Athletic Conference this Saturday. After a strong opening to their seasons, the teams look to continue their streak. In national sports news, the Los Angeles Dodgers are currently in the lead 3 games into the 2025 World Series. Their Monday evening game ended with the Dodgers just barely coming out ahead, with 6 runs to the Toronto Blue Jays' 5. Their next game is tonight, with one final game scheduled for tomorrow evening. Nick Mangold, former center for the New York Jets, passed away yesterday after complications from kidney disease. Mangold played for the Jets from 2006 to 2017, officially retiring from football in 2018. In other football news, fashion giant Lululemon released an NFL apparel collection earlier today. The collection marks the latest of Lululemon's sports collaborations, with previous partnerships including the NHL and F1 champion Lewis Hamilton. The company hopes that this new release will help boost sales and thus bring them out of the recent financial struggles due to, in part, tariffs and shifting consumer trends.
On outdoor adventures, a staple in southern Utah is celebrating their last month before closing for the winter season. The Cedar Breaks National Monument is expecting access to be limited in late October through mid-November. As the weather grows colder and snow accumulates in the Bryan Head area, road closures will take place on State Route 143 and 148. Despite the cold weather, there's still time to visit some of Cedar Breaks' renowned trails, such as the Alpine Pond Loop Trail. This trail is only 2 miles round trip and is suitable for any level of hiker. For more information on access to the park, visit the National Park Service website at nps.gov.
Since October 1st, 2025, the U.S. federal government shutdown has limited access and funding for the national parks. Here's Melody Brooke with more.
National parks such as Grand Canyon and Zion are experiencing a significant loss of staffing and budget cuts. This is the first massive national park shutdown since January of 2019. Several parks are no longer charging entrance fees to account for the shutdown, with only 108 out of 423 NPS sites still requiring payment. Zion National Park is no longer requiring a fee for entrance, but has several posted signs requesting donations to the Zion Forever project to keep operations running. Visitor services, including the shuttle, public restrooms, and campground trash and water, are still offered, but are no longer as maintained and monitored under current administrative changes. Parks employees and management are told to avoid speaking on the topic, according to several anonymous sources. One student with the outdoor recreation team at Southern Utah University shared her recent experience at Collab Canyon.
So when I went to visit Collab Canyon Park, before it was super understaffed anyways, but we still stopped at the visitor center and stuff like that and checked in. But with this recent shutdown, there wasn't really anyone at the visitor center for us to check in, so we just kind of drove in and did our stuff and then drove out and didn't really see any park rangers or anything like that.
Due to the termination of parks employees, there's a considerable concern with security and preservation efforts. Some parks, such as Yosemite, are reportedly being met with illegal activity, natural resource depletion, and squatters attempting to take advantage. For more information about park access and policies in southern Utah, go to stateparks.utah.gov. For SUTV News, I'm Melody Brooke.
Moving on, hidden away on a corner of SUU campus is the Garth and Jerry Frenner Museum of Natural History. The museum hosts a variety of exhibits dedicated to showing off the nature that makes up Utah. This includes a collection of interactive exhibits, rocks, fossils, and various taxidermy animals. Currently, the museum has a limited-time exhibit about bees and other pollinators. These exhibits will be in the museum until March 25th, 2026. The museum is free and open weekdays from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m.
The museum offers a lot of information of the world around us, and the science that people work so hard for. I think what you'll take away from this museum is how the world not works around you, but a little bit more about how everything functions, or the way things kind of are the way they are.
It's that time of year again. Hockey season is officially underway in southern Utah. Here's Briar Adams with more.
After multiple years without a rink, Cedar City now has its very own hockey team and facility. KJ's Ice Barn was established in 2022 after years of fundraising and over 3,500 petition signatures.
I grew up playing hockey. We had an ice rink over the Aquatic Center, and unfortunately we lost her around 2019. It was my freshman year of high school, and then just recently, after I graduated, we got this rink. It's been an awesome experience just having it back around, and I'm so happy to have it back.
The Ice Barn is home to 2 teams, high school team Southern Utah Independent and Junior League Iron County Yeti. These players have come from all around the United States, Canada, Russia, and other countries to play for Southern Utah. Games at KJ's Ice Barn make an exciting outing with their suspenseful competition and cheering fans.
The ice rink is awesome, family-oriented. I really like it. It's something that I grew up with my whole life, and I'm just glad it's here to prolong that, the memories that kids will make from here going forward and growing up. So that's probably the best thing I like about the rink.
The Fain family, owners of KJ's Ice Barn and those who have lost family to cancer themselves, has used the Ice Barn to raise cancer awareness in the community. They frequently host fundraisers and events, and all proceeds are donated to local families. For more information on upcoming games and year-round events at the Ice Barn, visit kjsicebarn.org. With SUTV News, I'm Briar Adams.
Winter has come early to southern Utah. In the evening in mid-October, Cedar City saw its first snowfall of the season. Here's Haejin Kim with more.
Snow began falling across Cedar City on Wednesday night, October 15th, marking the first snow of the season. The surprise storm quickly changed the campus landscape, covering lawns and sidewalks in a thin white layer. As the snow continued, Students at Southern Utah University stepped outside to build small snowman under the streetlights. Laughter and excitement filled the evening air as students gathered to enjoy the unexpected winter scene.
I'm really excited because I'm from St. George, so I literally never get snow, only like every now and then. And I'm just a little shocked because it's October. It's supposed to be fall weather, but this is really fun because I'm gonna make a snowman.
The snow melted quickly the next day, but the moment left many students feeling the joy and wonder that comes with the season's first snow.
Honestly, I am just so excited for the snow this season. I didn't grow up anywhere near snow. Did you?
I did. I grew up in northern Utah, so I am no stranger to the snow.
I had no idea that there were so many snow chores that you had to deal with first.
Yeah, it's definitely a big chore, which is why I'm not super stoked that it's already started snowing. But I mean, I feel like we've been delayed this year. There's only been one snow, so I'm all right with that.
Oh yeah. What are you looking forward to?
I think I'm looking forward to just the Christmas season. That's when I like snow.
And I'm looking forward to winter break. We'll be back after this break.
Up next, SUU's The Scream.
Joining me today to help illustrate the critical importance of contacting 811 before you dig is my alter ego, Micro. Can you hear me down there?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I am not having a good time.
Oh, what's the problem, little buddy? Well, for starters, I'm in a sewer. Yeah, been there, done that.
Something's wrong down here. Hey, wait, whoa.
Oh yeah, that's just another guy who started to dig before he called 811.
You smell that?
Cedar City community members dressed up for a night of haunts, laughs, and snacks at the Southern Utah University event, The Scream. This past Saturday, October 25th, the Student Involvement and Leadership Committee hosted the Final Slash at SUU. The annual celebration is an opportunity for students and guests to show off their incredible costumes and enjoy a night of thrills and fun. Attendees participated in games, a dance party, a live comedy show, an escape room, raffles, and several spooky photo ops. For a laid-back section, soft pretzels, popcorn, and beverages were available during a screening of several famous horror films. A few students shared about their experience at this year's event.
The best thing about the Scream is the costume.
That's not wearing the mosh pit. Mine is probably dressing up.
SUU Apex speaker and novelist Michael Howarth recently gave a zombie-themed presentation to honor students. In it, Howarth examined intimate relationships through the lens of zombie movies. He spoke about the different stages of relationships, specifically highlighting struggles couples might face, and compared them to the stages of a zombie infection. He also talked about group support and comparing them to survivor groups. For more information, visit michaelhowarth.com.
As Halloween draws near, businesses are putting on themed, fun-filled events. Our reporter, Alora Bailey, has the scoop.
So she quickly locked the doors and rushed into the brightly lit museum.
Recently, the Frontier Homestead State Park hosted its annual Haunted Homestead event. This family-friendly event included various carnival games, bingo, and a ghost tour. The carnival games were set up around the museum with classic ones such as Plinko and a fishing booth, where guests could earn treats. Bingo was hosted every 15 minutes, where guests had the opportunity to win a large prize. For the tour, guests were led throughout the various sections of the museum, where they learned the history of the buildings the Frontier Homestead has, such as the Joseph S. Hunter House. In the tour, guests were allowed in areas usually restricted from the general public, such as the storage shed, which housed various printing presses and other artifacts that are not on display in the main museum. In addition, guests were allowed exclusive access to the storage loft, which also held various artifacts not on display. In the loft, guests could choose to hear one of two stories about people who lived in Cedar City in the 1800s.
It really helps the community just to see all the history that we have here. No matter where they're from, if they're move-ins, if they've been here forever, just learning about the stories and the people who struggled to live here is important.
The Frontier Homestead is open all week with an admission price of $4 per person. For hours and more information, visit stateparks.utah.gov. For SUTV News, I'm Alora Bailey.
Halloween came early this year on Cedar City's Main Street. Hocus Focus, an annual Cedar City tradition, brought the community to historic downtown Main Street to trick-or-treat at local businesses. Participating businesses handed out candy, toys, handmade treats, and even apples and other fruit. Children of all ages and their families wore a variety of spooktacular costumes. The historic downtown Main Street holds Hocus Pocus each year to bring fall fun to Cedar City. This event has been a great opportunity for many businesses to become involved within the community. For more information on upcoming events, visit cedarcity.gov.
I love working at Cedar Music because I love community events like Hocus Pocus and seeing kids in the community come together.
The Willow Glen Resort held their first two-day music festival. Our reporter Brooklyn Beard has the details.
The first annual Woodshed Music Festival was recently held at the Willow Glen Resort in Enoch. The festival is the first of its kind in Festival City, and resort owner Brad Lark is looking to put Enoch and Cedar City on the map with it.
What I want to bring to Cedar City is this little Woodshed Festival, but I think it can grow. I think it can become bigger than us, spread out to other venues, local venues. I want all the venues in town busy with bands and people and experience, this kind of experience. So this is our first year here, and with the festival, and next year it's going to be 4 times as big and more players, and that's the goal. So
artists from Utah and Nevada came together to bring tunes and good vibrations to southern Utah. Festival goers danced and found community through sharing over 20 hours of live music and experiences, even during the rainy nights.
Seeing everybody come in and even in the harsh conditions, we had rain and stuff, and everybody's just honkering down and staying. You know, I was talking about that. It started to rain, and people are like, "Ooh, oh gosh, it's raining." And those first couple of drops, you're like, "Ouch," you know, "Ooh." But as soon as you are soaked to the bone, it doesn't matter anymore, and you're just dancing in the rain, and it was fantastic. We had people dancing till the end of the show. I mean, nobody left. It was packed last night till the end. It was great.
A diverse range of live music was played for attendees, with genres from alternative metal to country to rock and roll.
The diversity of the type of person and the type of music has been awesome. I've gotten to meet a bunch of people and all different types, and it's fun. We're playing our, rock music or whatever we play, and everybody's out there dancing, kids and old folks. Yeah, it's awesome. Brings everybody together.
Willow Glen Resort has been a hub for live music for the past 5 years and plans to continue providing that outlet and experience the community with their Saturday open mic nights, Friday swing dance lessons, and live music Thursdays. For SUTV, I'm Brooklyn Beard.
New Harmony held their annual Apple Festival on Saturday, October 11th. The fair benefited the local volunteer fire department and included vendors selling many varieties of farm-fresh apples and cider, as well as local fall-themed handicrafts. Despite heavy flooding the night before, which washed out road shoulders and cut off internet service in much of New Harmony, the event was still a success and attracted visitors from as far afield as Cedar City and St. George.
I got to participate in the Apple Festival this weekend. It was so much fun to go down and see everybody. We got to see a lot of people. Got to visit a lot of booths. Apparently there's a haunted house that I plan on going to because of the Apple Festival that I didn't know about until today, so that was great.
Fall has arrived in Cedar City, and with it, its German spirit. Here's Emil Garcia with more.
Cedar City celebrated their second annual Oktoberfest at the Iron Springs Adventure Resort. At the event, guests were able to enjoy a wide selection of foods including caramel apples, bratwurst, along with sauerkraut, and a wide selection of craft beers, and a wide selection of merchandise from local vendors. The event also had many activities for young and old, a game of cornhole, as well as a bouncy house and a giant swing for kids to enjoy. The event also had a keg toss competition where guests were encouraged to sign up and show their strength. But the main attraction of the event was the Wiener Dog Race, where several local pups signed up in order to compete, with each showcasing their speed as they competed against each other in several mini races during the day.
So I got hired last year to do the Wiener Dog Race announcing or commentary. Super awesome. It's a really fun event. I had such a blast last year with like live music and comedy shows and the beer garden and everything is super great.
The Wiener Dog Race was held throughout the entire day, as several races were conducted at different times during the day, with 4 races being conducted every time, with 6 dogs competing. As the day went on, people cheered as the pups raced, as the Iron Springs Adventure Resort was the home for the event.
You know, it's not too far away from Cedar City, just right outside town, and it's super great. Really good times.
For more information about events at the Iron Springs Adventure Resort, you can go to ironspringsutah.com. And for SUTV News, I am Emil Garcia.
The Festival City Farmers Market is in full swing every weekend. Reporter Amy Huffner has the details.
Cedar City hosts Festival City Farmers Market every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on 100 West and University Boulevard, near the Johnson Center. Members of the community can find booths with everything from fresh produce to tarot readings to jewelry and other artisan crafts.
I really love that everyone in the market is it is like a family. I know that sounds really cliche, but all the vendors know each other, all the regulars know the vendors, and we try our best to make sure everyone is getting eyes on their product, foot traffic through, making sure that their business really is something that people know about.
The market features something for everyone, with diverse food vendors that offer a fresh bite to eat, places to sit and relax, lots of fun for the kids, and live musicians playing throughout.
We've been coming every week. It's fun to see what all the community makes, and it's fun to get to know people. I love this salsa stand right here. It's amazing. So yeah, it's so fun to see the community and what they do.
The market is year-round and will continue every Saturday. Hours will shift in November to 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. To become a vendor or for more information, visit festivalcityfarmersmarket.com. For SUTV News, I'm Amy Huffner. In other local farm news, Staley Farm in St. George, Utah celebrates its 24th fall season. This farm hosts a wide variety of attractions for visitors of all ages, such as a corn maze, a pumpkin patch, a playground, and a petting zoo. The event is open to all ages and targeted toward families. For general admission to most attractions, you can purchase tickets, the price depending on the day of the week. Some attractions require tokens, which are $1 each. This Halloween season, Staley Farms presents its 20th anniversary of Field of Screams, Southern Utah's #1 haunted attraction. For more information and to buy tickets, visit StaleyFamilyFarm.com.
I love seeing all the cute animals, the cute cows and the pigs and the emus, and they're just so cute. And I love to do everything here.
I love all of the fall activities in Cedar City.
Me too. There's so many opportunities. What would you say your favorite thing to do in fall is?
I think honestly the release of pumpkin-themed drinks, I think that's got to be #1 for me. What about you?
Ooh, I really like visiting all the cute little farms and everything like that, like we were just talking about. I think they're so cute.
And they're going away, and so are we. Thanks for tuning in to SUTV News. I'm Melody Brooke.
And I'm Amy Huffner. Today we leave you with more footage from the Hocus Pocus show.
We'll see you next time.